Just like always, it's a mad scramble to come on the air. Yeah, sorry about the music being so long. That's just the way it is live, but like I always keep saying, is it's better to have everything ready and going rather than say, am I on the air? Let me do this. So it really just takes 3 minutes to bring up a live stream properly. So that's the way it is. This is a live stream, and I do love live streaming. I hate doing edited videos. It just doesn't feel right to me. So, and it doesn't feel authentic. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks from all over the world. Thank you for joining me on this live broadcast and on this journey that I'm on right now, which is deciphering and visiting for me and for a few folks, revisiting the entire Q drop drops from drop 1 to now. We are, and it's blowing me away, because when you look back at history with the knowledge that you have now, it really is, as we say in the South, strong as garlic. So toast to everyone. Thank you. And yeah, this is what we're studying, the Q drops. And the QAnon phenomenon is scaring the absolute bejesus out of the left and the leftists. These people are absolute panic and meltdown, and it's thrilling to watch. We take some damage. The deep staters are putting forth a motion to declare us, I don't know what they want to declare us in the Congress, but that we've raised to that level means the millions of us now that are the Q, and we are in the millions around the world. My colleague that's helping me, who's done the great graphics work, is in Great Britain. A lot of the people that I follow that are Q are in Japan and South Korea, and they just see and feel the same corruption that has dominated the world, and it all focuses around human trafficking and the corruption that comes from that enterprise. Because it is an enterprise. It is absolutely a business. And that's why the RICO process is being utilized to roll it up. An important part of this is public awareness, because it's we the people that this government is working for. And it is a satanistic cabal that consumes children, that had been for a long time in control of Washington, D.C. and the world. The only thing they could not corrupt was the military, especially the Marine Corps. So it's incredibly interesting how everything is going down. But rest assured, and I know I have a couple of people who say, well, Q is a guy in the basement, and looking back on this and doing the proofs, this guy in the basement is clairvoyant, man. This guy in the basement must be living in a gorgeous basement, because if he can come out with this information, he sure can win the lottery too. And the people that cast shadows really have very little actual experience in government, in military intelligence, and Congress, in DC, and state levels, and understanding the function of how government misfunctions. I am not doing any kind of signing here. This is not Illuminati stuff. This is just how a lot of us put our fingers, especially when we're thinking and talking. So when the president does this, he is just, that's the way we think and talk. A lot of us, executive types. I am an executive. I'm Captain Crumb, and I am the Chief Operating Officer and a captain under the 17th Anonymous Battalion of the Digital Warrior Force. And we are a militia that, like I keep saying, is scaring the bejesus out of the left and out of the Satanists and the very ugly deep state. So, again, if this guy's working in a basement and it's an AI bot, the basement's gorgeous and the AI bot is sitting pretty. But it's not. It is brilliant human intelligence, information and misinformation, but always information behind the misinformation. It is a high-level military intelligence operation, and the military understands it is for we the people, and that's why they are engaging a militia. And we are the same militia that freed us from the King of England. Unfortunately, what gave us birth is that satanistic cabal through the Masons, and they were just trying to throw, create another war and have just different means of income. They saw a lot of potential in the United States, and so they gave birth to us. But they did not know in creating us that we would eventually be their downfall, or did they? It's interesting. So it's an interesting study, but here we are. Here we are, and there's not much we can do. Well, there is so much we can do about our current position, and that is being done. Again, we can't, what I was going to say, there's not much that can be done. What I was talking about was what occurred in the past. Taking control of our destiny, of our planet, of our future, of the golden age to come is our right and our duty. So we've slowly torn America back out of the claws and the clutches of the followers of Baal. Ooh, gives me skeevies just thinking about it. And so we left off yesterday at drop 35, which is kind of catching us up to where we are today in America. And let me just reread POTUS, Insulated and Protected one more time, and then start our journey there, because all of these things kind of overlap, and I just found out what 4-10-20 means. POTUS will be insulated, protected on Air Force One. This was the 2nd of November in a series of drops that Anonymous dropped November and 1st and 2nd. So these were all a bunch of comms that they had stored up ready for us, but they just couldn't drop until everything was in place and unavoidable. The operation had made such progress that these things coming out wouldn't impact operations. And that's one of the earlier Q drops. So this is just a bunch of stuff that they've been wanting to tell us, just haven't had the opportunity to, because it would impact operations. Now it wouldn't in the beginning of the month of November, because in the month of December is when the president declares a national emergency, and he has everything lined up to do that. POTUS will be well insulated and protected on Air Force One and abroad, specific locations classified. While these operations are conducted due to the nature of entrenchment, it is time to take our country back, and make it great again. Let us salute and pray for the brave men and women who will undertake this assignment to bring forth peace, unity, and return power to the people. Someone is writing a note to us. This is a personal note from me to you. It is our hope that this message reaches enough people to make a meaningful impact. We cannot yet telegraph this message through normal methods for reasons I'm sure everyone can understand. Yes, the mainstream media is corrupted, bought, paid for, managed, every word that comes out of them by the Satanistic cabal. Follow the questions from the previous threads and remain calm. The primary targets within DC and remain at the top on both sides. The primary targets are within DC and remain at the top on both sides. The spillover in the streets will be quickly shut down. Look for more false flags, stay alert, be vigilant, and above all else, please pray. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. Love is patient, love is kind. God bless my fellow Americans. 4, 10, 20. The alphabet. And I'll just start with the first one. A, B, C, D. D, J, T. This is a direct communication, a letter written from us. Written from President Trump to us. So when the president was in the air, executing operations for against the cabal internationally, at the same time, there was actions being taken in Washington and around the country against a lot of these Kabbalistic, the Kabbalistic leaders, not the Kabbalah, but people that were involved in the Satanistic cult and had been benefiting from either the trade of children and humans or corrupted by those means and those players. So when the president was traveling the world, there were detainments being done in and around the country very quietly, because at this point in what was going on around the world against human trafficking, these are the richest, most powerful people in the world. And so to preserve the functionality of finance, this had to be done quietly, quickly, powerfully, and the people that were being impacted had to agree to keep their mouths shut. And I'm sure when we showed them the evidence that we had against them, this comes out. You make a play, we drop all of this. And it's disgusting stuff. So all the blackmail they had on each other, we have all of that. We have everything. And we see all of their moves happening in real time as well. All right, so we did 36 yesterday. And I want to come back to the theme of wizards and warlocks. What really happened when the wizard and warlocks revealed what they had? Comey was forced into the spotlight shortly thereafter, not by choice. All right, when they say wizards and warlocks, military intelligence is made up by two people, functionality speaking. Someone that has incredible aptitude in spying, and someone else that has the overlay of the land, of the battlefield, whatever it is. That's the warlock. He's the one that sits above, looks, and executes. The wizards are the ones grabbing data. They're the ones that are those are the IT guys. Those are the programmers. Those are the hackers. Those are the network engineers. Those are the folks handling the hardware, doing better and better and better and better and better surveillance. Those are the wizards. Hi, wizards. Cheers, by the way. Thank you for all the great work you're doing. You scare the hell out of me. I know. I should be scared of you guys. Thank you for working on our side. The warlocks are the generals that have the command and control and overview of military intelligence. They're the ones that plan, war game, plan, think, plan, create the battle strategy, and then execute it, making adjustments where and when necessary. Oh God, yeah. So they reveal themselves and what they knew to the Obama administration key players. And they said, if you interfere in any way with the election, we're arresting you. And they already arrested, detained, language is key, detained the Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton. They videotaped it so that everybody was aware that the warlocks were very, very serious. The warlocks let the administration know, the corrupt administration of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton know that, and I made this point yesterday, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way, and military people are always ready to do it the hard way because that's kind of how we have to do everything. So what we have on Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the rest of the cabal is so scary that they agreed to play along. We'll never know everything. For our own sake, we won't know everything. But what these people are going to plead guilty to is going to be enough to take care of the problem. So those are who the wizards and warlocks are. All right. So we're starting on 37 today. Q drop 37. And again, we're going to be moving back and forth between these because they're all relevant. It's history. It's all intertwined, and it's beautiful. So we have to go back and forth. That's just the way you study, and that's the way you build a whole loaf. I'm not just creating bread. I want to get that whole loaf of truth. So that's why we follow the breadcrumbs. And breadcrumbs has so much meaning. It's so powerful, and I'm loving it. Drop 37. True patriots. They are the true patriots. We will never forget. Let these coming days be remembered in our history as a time we fought to recapture the Republic from those evil, bad actors who for so long have sacrificed the good people of this land for their own personal gain. Fight the good fight. Let justice be served. When we find out what happened over these 4 years of President Trump, we're just going to be so proud of him and our military. And that was something in a Facebook group, a patriotic Facebook group, somebody said, one of my good friends is being deployed in the National Guard. This was last week. And said, I can't tell you what I'm doing, but the nation is going to be proud of the military when they find out. So stuff's happening. Stuff's happening. And this person kind of made it clear that they weren't going to go do Antifa stuff on the streets. Something greater. So it's all happening. We just don't know it yet because it's all being done. It's all being chess moves. So there's the public game and there's the hidden game going on. 38. The calm before the storm. 4 carriers and escorts in the Pacific? Why is that relevant? To prevent the other state actors from attempting to harm us during this transition? Russia? China? Or conversely, all for North Korea, or all three. Understand that move that was played. During November, during 2017 and 2018, and up to this year, 187,000 indictments have been dropped. 187,000 investigations were being conducted. And CEOs all over the world were leaving their offices, as well as board members. So there was a transitioning happening. And this is what they're talking about in 2017. And China knew what was going on. All the countries knew what was going on, because all of the intelligence agencies are connected. All of them were controlled by the Rothschilds and the satanic group. All of the intelligence agencies around the world. And so there was a huge shift happening that we saw, but it was done so cleanly and so quickly and so lawfully that no one could complain that was getting these papers or whatever was being served to them served. Because the secret is so dark and great that both sides agree. And we're saying, we got you. Now we can do this the hard way or the easy way. Remember that. All of this involves a hard way or the easy way. And the military is always ready for the hard way. And the Satanists never really understood what the hard way was until 2017. Who feeds North Korea with strategic intel? Who feeds North Korea with strategic intel? Iran? What deal was done with Iran under Barack Obama? Why was the deal sealed under a top secret classification? Why wasn't Congress notified? Why, after Barack Obama left office, all of a sudden North Korea has nukes? What tech, and the tech to miniaturize for payload delivery within the U.S.? That is all CIA. That is all CIA. So that, okay, got it. So when the Uranium One deal was done, and 20% of our nuclear inventory went to Russia, it was subsequently transferred to North Korea. All of this was done by the CIA, and Barack Obama was the president at the time and could give the CIA cover to do all of this crazy stuff. Holy begonias. Sorry, I'm kind of blown by this. So, and I'm trying to go quickly, but let me go back to 38. I thought I could just go ahead and let it go, but all right. This is bigger than I imagined. 4 carriers and escorts in the Pacific. Why is that relevant? To prevent other state actors from attempting harm to us during this transition. Transition was happening. Russia, China, okay, maybe, or conversely, all for North Korea, or all three, obviously all three. Thinking logically about the timing of everything happening. Note increased military movement. There was. Note National Guard deployment starting tomorrow. There was. Note false flags. There was. Follow Huma. We have been. Prepare messages of reassurance based on what was dropped here to spread on different platforms. The calm before the storm. And you cute people were doing it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Back to the drop 39. So, would it blow your mind if I told you Barack Obama has been to North Korea? Absolutely. Absolutely. And perhaps there now. Absolutely. So there's a whole hidden administration running North Korea where people like Barack Obama can fly in and out of. With or without Secret Service detail, I'm not sure. We don't know. We can imagine how corrupt the Secret Service is by now if the CIA is this corrupt, and so corrupt that it's running North Korea. All right. Why did this administration do little to slow their nuclear and missile capabilities? Because they were creating a threat against the military establishment of America. What deal was done? Who feeds North Korea with strategic intel? Iran. What deal was done with Iran under BO, Barack Obama? Why was the classification? Why was the deal sealed under a top secret classification? Why wasn't Congress notified? Why, after Barack Obama left office, all of a sudden North Korea has nukes and the tech to miniaturize for payload delivery within the U.S.? What about NSA, CIA, DI, Director of Intelligence, etc., all confirming tech won't be in place for 5 more years? Statements made in 2016. Because they were letting us know that in 5 years, North Korea could mess us up. So that was a threat to us. That was us threatening ourselves. So Obama and CIA were bringing all of the abilities to build a nuclear bomb to North Korea, because North Korea was a state controlled by CIA and the Illuminati. Oh, this is crazy. Why is all of this relevant, and what does it tell you? Oh, this is crazy. Big picture is rare. All right. So, drop 40. Donald J. Trump. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 4, 10, 20, that is he. I just made that up, you see. Oh my Lord, this is crazy. Drop 41. North Korea mountain collapse. What a coincidence that the mountain that housed North Korea's nuclear weapons and testing collapsed. Unbelievable timing. I wonder if critically important materials, as well as scientists and aka the bomb makers, were inside it when it happened. Shocking, no global news agency suspects we had anything to do with it. Enjoy the crumbs. Breadcrumb project here. We're enjoying each and every delicious, scrumptious, magnificent crumb. How does a mountain collapse? Obviously, a nuke was detonated underneath the mountain. And all of that stuff just went. I doubt a rod from God was done. I don't know. My guess is that it was a nuclear explosion. What a coincidence. 42. 42. We get it. All of those, I don't even need to say anything. 42, we get it. Those are wizards doing a wink and a nod. We serve President Donald J. Trump. We serve at the pleasure of the President, Donald J. Trump. All right. 43. Thank you for that 42 nod, by the way, guys. That was sweet. 43. Crumbs not meant to scare. All right. And this is all in the same day drop, all right? These crumbs are not meant to scare anyone, but merely inform. Thank you. Resistance will be dealt with swiftly. The core focus is removing entrenched and fortified bad actors with our federal government, past and present, as well as others. Simply be diligent. Phone numbers will be provided if you witness an uprising or other domestic violence, in addition to 911. Any military scene is for your protection as well as to demonstrate our resolve. Watch for confirmations tomorrow. All right, I'll be doing some research because all of these drops are new to me. So in this afternoon, I will probably be researching some of these drops. Make a note. And 44, watch POTUS Twitter. Before POTUS departs on Friday, we will be sending important messages via Twitter. All right. And make a note of that. $45, and we will wind it up here. Yeah. We'll wind it up here with 45. Yeah. We love you, 45. Follow Huma Abedin. Follow Huma. What just broke with Huma? What did Hillary Rodham Clinton instruct Huma to do? Read classified markings. Reference classified markings. Why is this story just coming out? What relevance does it have? Why is Donna running for cover? Donna Shalala. Because she's got troubles. What deal granted in exchange for something? The deal granted was Donna Shalala would get a Supreme Court seat, and as long as she made the whole email investigation of Hillary Rodham Clinton go away, and her and the Department of Justice did that. Who made the deal? Bill Clinton. Do we care about Donna or those who instructed her to violate the law? Hell to the yeah. Why is this being leaked versus simply prosecuted privately? Who is attempting to change the narrative and soften the acts that are forthcoming this weekend? The president and military intelligence, because they see everything and they know everything and they know how they're executing everything. And everybody that's asleep cannot be shocked awake. Everybody that's asleep has to be woken up individually, each one, and those of us that join in the digital warfare have to find our place and grow within it. So this revolution has already happened, and it has not been televised. All right, that's where we're leaving it at 45. Wow. All right, everybody have, this is Friday. It's TGIF. So thank God it's Friday. Usually on Saturdays, I don't do any streaming at all or any work. But tomorrow is going to be a very special Saturday. I have a gift hopefully coming my way pretty soon, and it's a gift I want to review over a long period of time. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking at the gift in PDF form before I receive it, and start studying it. We've looked at it before, but I just want to do kind of a long study, and I work 6 days a week, so it never affords that. Saturday is the only day that I can go into depth and give it the research that I really want to, and then take the afternoon to think about what I've studied. I love thinking. So I love studying, and then I love thinking about it, especially intellectual filet mignons like the Q gives us. All right. So everybody, please enjoy your weekend. Join me tomorrow join me tomorrow if you can for the long look, and I'll let you know more about it in this afternoon's broadcast. Everybody who's joined us so far today, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the Breadcrumbs project so you can live chat during the live streams. Those conversations they're just amazing. They're powerful. Yesterday's was just wow. A lot of wow happening here on the Breadcrumbs project because we are following breadcrumbs of truth, and the whole loaf of the truth, which we'll never know. And there's people in military intelligence that sure do. They're letting us know as much as they can. So I appreciate you, everybody. Am I doing this? And I say, am I military intelligence? And thank you, wizards and warlocks. Oh, you guys scare the hell out of me. All right. Think good thoughts, do good deeds, say good words. We're winning this thing. Nothing can stop what's coming. The storm is upon us.